sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you'll know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to you about 7 rules of marriage and happiness. Yes, 7 rules of marriage and happiness, right? And when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about what makes me happy, right? And components of my marriage make me happy, but I had to realize, later on in my marriage, right, that it was never Gil's job to make me happy, right? And so I want to talk to you a little bit about the 7 rules of marriage and happiness. Number 1 rule is let it go. Let it go. We are all going to have arguments and disagreements and disappointments in our marriage, right? But you have the choice to wake up the very next day and let it go. I'm not saying stick your head in the sand and not solve problems and not have conversations about hurts and wants and needs and those kind of things. But what I'm saying is that when you're married to someone, you can't just harbor negativity all the time and think that your marriage is going to grow and be thriving and it's going to be happy and you guys are going to love on each other, all of those kind of things. You really have to learn to let it go and to forgive and start a new day with a new mindset saying that, yes, this happened yesterday, but I can't bring this into today because I have got a new set of 24 hours to get this right. So that's the first rule, let it go. Rule number 2 is give it time. I am a strong believer that time can heal, can repair, restore anything in this life. So you have to give it time, right? Everything was not built and everything is not destroyed in an hour, a second, or a minute, right? And so we have to look at our marriages and our happiness that sometimes it's a journey. It is not a sprint, it's a journey. So give it time and give yourself time to recover, to restore, to do whatever you need to get to that happy place. Number 3 is don't compare. That's rule number 3. Don't compare your marriage, your circumstance, your wife or your spouse to other people. We in this society are so quick to compare ourselves, our marriages, our cars, our houses, the way we dress, our rings, everything to someone else. This is your journey. This is your marriage. This is your happiness. Don't compare. Because truth be told, you don't know what is going on behind closed doors with the people that you're comparing your marriage, your spouse to, right? You don't know. The world is not putting negativity out on social media. The world is not showing their bank account being negative, but they'll show you that beautiful car, that beautiful house. You don't know how they really acquired those things. You don't know if they live in a big, beautiful house. They financed their car for 20 years to have that luxury car. You don't know their financial circumstances. You don't know, yes, their spouse might look like they dress a certain way and work out and do all, but you don't know the cost of all of these things that you're comparing your spouse to. My version of it is be the best you can be in your marriage. Make your spouse the best person he or she could be in the marriage, and elevate them and love on them and pray for them and ask God to show you how you can be in this marriage and be happy and be the couple that other people want to compare themselves to. Okay? Number 5 is stay calm. Stay calm. A lot of times we bring unhappiness and chaos on ourselves because we're all over the place and we want people to respond and to react and to behave the way we want them to, right? Sometimes we got to step back from the situation and literally stay calm, take a deep breath, and say, God, show me, help me, advise me on how to handle this situation. Because again, your marriage and your happiness is at hand. And a lot of times when we overreact, we just add fuel to the fire instead of putting out the fire. So just learn to stay calm. Don't learn to react all the time. And sometimes you just might have to step back from the situation and say, you know what? I can't deal with this right now. And I have to seek wisdom in order to handle this. Number 6, it's on you. It's on you to take charge of your personal happiness. Your spouse is not responsible for your personal happiness. Can they add to your personal happiness? Absolutely. But happiness is not external. Happiness is internal, right? It's internal. It is not having things. It's not having money. It's not having cars. It's not having it. It's having peace that passes all understanding. Understanding who you are, whose you are, the path that God has made for your life. That's what true happiness is. It's a joy. It's something that you can't even put into words. And another person can't give you that. Another person can't fill voids. Another person can't be your God, your everything. Another person can't do that. And that's the reason why you have so many people that we admire, right? That are turning into drug addicts and alcoholics and all those kind of things. Because they have all of these shiny things and all of this fame and all this fortune. But at the end of the day, they don't know who they are. They don't know whose they are. And they don't understand internal happiness is not about external things. So it's on you to find that internal happiness, right? And when you're internally happy, you don't allow other people to steal your joy and your peace and your love and all the things, the fruits of the Spirit. You walk in those things. And number 7, learn to smile, because life is so short. And when you woke up today, you got another gift. You woke up and understood that today was the day, right? So learn to smile. So many people are burdened down by so many things. But when you can smile from the inside out, it radiates, right? And it draws people to you, right? And so that's the reason why every day I wake up and I smile, whether I'm feeling well, whether things have went right, whatever, I just find a reason to smile. And so I want to give you a big smile today because I want you to know that you have the ability to be happy from the inside out, right? And you have the ability to be happy inside of your marriage. Yes, is marriage hard? Yes, do you have to work at it? Yes, are you going to have disagreements? Yes, are you going to have disappointments? All of those things. But when you find internal happiness, a lot of times it radiates externally. So again, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you to pieces, and I will see you next week.
We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up? What you want, body? We're gonna start it as we're one.